Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pink and Blue Podcast. This is episode 31. My name is Bluetoonz.
Hey.
Okay, there's Jackson for you. Anywho, so today, this morning, I was talking to my mom about my grad party.
Right.
Because I graduated this year, as did you.
As did I.
And so that's why I would like to formally invite literally anyone who is listening to this podcast to come to my grad party.
No, that's a bad idea.
I will not be doing that.
Yeah, just list your address right now. Go for it.
She did. Well, it's not going to be at my house.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could do that, but like,
where are you going?
You're gonna miss the party. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, get the orchestra. Yeah, all right.
No, I'm actually gonna sing.
Oh, in the orchestra.
I know. It's impressive. No, just me.
Oh.
No accompaniment of any sort.
A solo opera act.
Yes, in fact.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But anywho, so my grad party is going to be in August. Keep in mind I graduated.
Oh, I was just reminded of something funny. Continue.
So I was like, well, Mom, why did we pick it then? And I ended up learning that it was just because the place that we're going to has a lot of reservations, so we couldn't get one until then. But then, like, she hasn't really asked me how to plan this grad party, and it's been really great because this morning I came down, she was like, all right, these are all the people that I think I want to invite to your grad party. I was like, oh, that you want to invite. That's great. Whose party is this?
I think it's yours.
It is mine. So now there's a bunch of people coming that I just wasn't going to invite. That's okay.
Wait, the invites were already set out?
No. But, like, I don't want to be rude and be like, you can't invite these people.
You could also just be rude, though.
Because, like, I'm going to be honest. The party's... Nothing is actually about me. It's for my mom.
No, it's all about you.
No.
It's your grad party. You're the one who graduated.
She is vicariously living through me. She's inviting all her college friends, who I just really don't know that well.
Wait, what? Well, okay, hold on.
I'm like, all right. I'm not inviting my college friends. Want to know why? They don't exist yet.
They don't exist yet.
Well, one of them does.
That's
Shout
true.
out to my boy, Zach.
Shout out, Zach.
Shout out to my roomie, Zach. He's really cool.
That is a little weird, though.
And he's not even getting an invite. I think it's weird. I just wanted to...
Yeah, what the heck, Zach?
I'm a little peeved about that.
Zach would show up. He would.
He would show up.
He's a real one.
I 100% firmly believe he is a real one. We gotta play Apex with him. He downloaded it. He took all that storage space, and then we just never played. Poor guy.
Oh yeah,
Anywho,
when we were, he did just download it, and then yeah,
he did.
I'm good. I woke up this morning.
I'd sure hope so.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I went to bed at probably around 12, maybe 12:30, somewhere around there, and the dog woke me up at 5:30 a.m. to go outside, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, we love Finley. But something you said earlier reminded me of something funny. You mentioned being an opera singer, of which you're very famous and known for doing.
This is true.
Which reminds me of something called The Most Unwanted Song, which is a song made out of public survey. So these two guys, they pulled a survey. They pulled public opinion for two things. They pulled one so they could ask people what they wanted in a song, so they could make the most wanted song, and they pulled public opinion
do the opposite
for the worst song. And the most wanted song is like kind of boring. It's not that interesting. But the most unwanted song is so good that it's unbelievable.
Really?
It's so funny. Well, it's not good. I don't know. It is a shitty song. It's a really shitty song. But one of the things... Wait, I gotta pull up the video for the exact description of things in the song. It,
even people who listen will actually be able to hear the unwanted
You can
song.
just look up most unwanted song, and you'll find it.
Here we go.
It's pretty easy to find. And why is YouTube not loading? What the heck? But one of the amazing things that is featured in the most unwanted song is an opera singer that raps.
Oh, I kind of like the beginning. There's a little bit of a harp going down.
We cannot play it on this podcast because copyright, but it's also 20 minutes long.
20, almost 22. It's 21:59.
Here, let me read the description out. The Most Unwanted Song is a song created by artist Komar and Melamid and composer David Soldier in 1997. The song was designed to incorporate lyrical and musical elements that were annoying to most people and determined by a public opinion survey. These elements included bagpipes, cowboy music, an opera singer rapping,
I'm listening to it right
and
now.
a children's choir that urged listeners to go shopping at Walmart.
And we all know that everyone hates Walmart.
Which, to be fair, are things that I think most people would find annoying in a song.
I got to the flute part.
And it is also 21 minutes long.
Yeah, I listened to 1:13. I think that's enough for me. Fun story, actually. I don't know what instrument this is because I'm not musically knowledgeable enough.
You took music theory.
Okay. I don't just know what every I hear a sound and I'm like, that's an oboe. That's not a skill that I have.
Okay.
Fair enough. Sounds like I don't even know, and I don't want to try and sing it because I just can't sing.
Yeah.
So, anywho, but there's an instrument in here that makes me think of the the Overcooked Overworld theme.
Okay.
I don't know what instrument it is, but if I find out, I'll let you know.
Bagpipes.
No, not the bagpipes. The bagpipes. I have a friend who plays the bagpipes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know people that play the bagpipes.
I guess maybe we're not friends. We're mutual acquaintances. He's cool. He's a freshman. I was in band with him.
I have a lot of friends that do. Oh, I forget the name of it, but it's the thing where it's you go to people's funerals and you carry the person's casket for them, into the church or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I forget what it's called, but I know a couple guys that did that.
Your age?
Some of them, yeah.
That play the bagpipes.
That play the bagpipes.
That's kind of sick.
Well, there are guys that play the bagpipes, and then there are guys that carry the casket. You can't really do both at the same time. Maybe if you were
there
really
are incredibly
talented you could.
folks who can do both.
Maybe. I have not seen such a thing, though.
What instrument is that? I'm just going to be thinking about it for the rest of the podcast. I don't know if you remember this, but this past week, we had Prime Day.
Amazon Prime. Yeah, that's
Amazon Prime
true.
Day. Also
I did
known
know
as
of that.
The Jeff Bezos sale of the year.
The Jeff Bezos gets quite a bit richer in one day. Richer than he normally does.
Did you know that he makes $1,000 a minute?
Yeah. I remember a decade ago when it was cool that Bill Gates made $100 a minute or something like that.
I think it's still pretty cool. I would love to make $100 a minute.
It is still pretty cool,
really
but
cool.
It sure has changed.
Yeah, I make $100. I might have made $100 at work yesterday, and that's only because we were super busy and I got really lucky with tips.
And does Bill Gates really deserve to make what you make in a minute?
Maybe not a minute. How much work does he do in a minute?
Not a lot. He's old.
Bill Gates could be taking a shit for 5 minutes, and he already made $500 by taking a shit.
That's him writing a really short email.
5 minutes?
No, a minute.
Oh yeah, I guess. So does that mean that I have to pay $100 to get an email from Bill Gates? Is that what that's worth?
The quality of your work for an entire day is worth the quality of Bill Gates writing one email.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that.
Well, that
is not true.
That's what you're getting paid, so.
The
math adds up. The math adds up.
I don't think that I'm being underpaid. I think that Bill Gates is being overpaid.
Really? Now
I mean,
that's
I
interesting.
do I think that I should get paid a little bit more than I do? Yeah, but like I'm a high schooler. Whatever. I don't
Well,
have
not
to pay my own
anymore.
bills yet. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So
Honestly, I would love more money now because I am soon going to be in a lot of debt. Looking forward to that.
Well, you got the Safe Moon investment, so I think you'll be all right.
Right.
It's safe is in the name.
And so is Moon. So
It's
we're
not a
going to the moon.
pyramid scheme.
No, not at all. Just like Bitcoin.
Well, that's actually not a pyramid scheme, though. Because normally there's a guy at the top of the pyramid, but in Bitcoin, no one knows who the top guy is.
Yeah, that's why it's not a pyramid scheme. But
That's
you know,
why
there's
it's
a guy
not a
at the
pyramid.
top. Mr. Coin.
Mr. Coin. He has a name. Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Oh, really?
The guy has a name, but no one actually knows who he is.
Cryptocurrency is really weird.
Name of guy who invented Bitcoin. There's like an actual like academic paper about it too, which is
really?
it's kind of an interesting paper. It's a good read. Satoshi Nakamoto is the man who invented Bitcoin. He published the paper, the Bitcoin paper, and he owns over $39 billion in Bitcoin as of last month.
Well, I mean, he
Which
did
puts
invent the thing.
Which puts him among the top 40 richest people on the planet. So
$39 billion and you're only among the top 40?
Yeah. Only.
Well, no offense, but like...
like, he couldn't make top 10? Really? That's kind of embarrassing.
$39 billion and you're not in like the top 5? That's crazy.
Well, the top 5 are probably all over 100.
I'm aware.
Yeah. And soon to be like 200.
I'm just out here getting poorer, so if they wanted to just like throw some... If they want to just trickle down some of that money...
And I'm getting taxed making $13 an hour. Interesting.
Yeah, and you're making $13 an hour. I make 10.
Yeah, well...
But like when I work delivery, it's probably more like 16, so I guess I won't say anything.
It levels out.
I made like $100 for like 5 hours of work yesterday, so... Gang. Thank you, City of Solon. And Bedford Heights.
Why are you thanking the city? You thank the company.
No.
The company gives you the wage.
The company doesn't give a shit.
That's true, but they pay you.
But the people who tip me, I appreciate.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Actually, it sucks because everyone at Chick-fil-A who is like a driver, the delivery program has been doing really good, which is awesome. And so they saw that as, wow, it's doing great. Let's lower everyone's wages. So they lowered all the drivers' wages to $8 because they've been getting so many more tips. But I got to keep my $10 wage because I work up front as well. So
we should just stop tipping people.
No. I mean, the concept as an idea, I agree. I don't think that we should have to tip people. I think
I would much rather just
pay people enough.
I think we should just pay more. I wouldn't mind paying a couple dollars more for food. If that meant I didn't have to tip.
I mean, that's fair, because I guess you'd be spending the money on the food anyway.
Yeah.
But also, it's not that food needs to be more expensive. It's just that...
No.
The people at the top just need to be less greedy.
That too. But then there are, like, restaurants that just are getting by the skin of their teeth. That's
fair. Well, okay. Hear me out, though. This restaurant that I used to work at, this guy who owns it, he owns... So this specific restaurant has like 5 other restaurants. They're all in Colorado, and there's one where I live. And then he owns like another local restaurant and like 2 other like random companies. Like this guy is like
loaded.
He's rich. He drives around in like a Lamborghini Huracan.
Okay.
And so I'm like, man, even if his one restaurant wasn't doing well, he has like 7 others. And makes a very decent amount of income. I'm sure that he could take like an $100,000 hit per year to pay all of his employees like $1 more.
I don't even think it'd have to be $100,000.
It wouldn't.
No.
You do a $100,000 hit and pay all your employees like $5 more.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean?
Then he doesn't have the Lamborghini, so.
I think he does, because he has 5 of them. Actually.
Oh, well, I mean...
And a boat.
Well, I mean, you know, those are kind of things you need, though, if you think about it. How are you supposed to get around to all those restaurants?
Maybe you could just have one car with, like, good gas mileage.
No. You need 5. You put them up at, like, certain, like, stops along the way, you know? Because with supercars, like
your helicopter comes in and picks them up when they run out of gas, and it takes it back to your house.
No, the cars, they break down so often, you know? So it's like, okay, you're going 100 miles on the freeway, you're trying to, you know, you get to the next, and then the car breaks down, but there's your next car there. You just hop in that one, you leave that one there, you have someone come pick it up.
Every time you drive by a new car dealership,
it's like a relay.
You just lease another car.
You just lease another car.
Genius. That's what Jeff Bezos should do.
No.
No.
I would prefer him not to do that.
But this guy can do it?
Yeah, he can do it, though.
Can I say his name?
Because he has to get around.
Maybe I don't want to disclose him. He seems like a nice guy.
Seems.
The guy who owns all the restaurants, not Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos kind of creeps me out a little bit. He's also bald, though.
We gotta stop talking about rich people on this podcast.
Yeah, we really do.
Can we talk about poor people?
Yeah, hey.
Who's a famous poor person?
I'm not really that poor.
I was gonna say you're not really that famous.
Oh, well, that too. I mean, I really don't have a lot of money, but also I'm not living in poverty, and I'm thankful for that. So
sure.
So
who's a famous poor person? Now I'm trying to think. Famous poor person. This is not something I was expecting.
Remember that guy we saw on the side of the road yesterday, and you said that your dad said he had been there for 30 years? That's commitment. He's probably famous.
Yeah. He's not famous.
I don't know. You said he's been there for 30 years. He's probably met a lot of people.
So I looked up famous poor people, and it gave me 15 celebrities who went from dirt poor to stinking rich. So okay, cool. It's just a list of rich people.
That's actually the opposite of what we were looking for. Why are we so obsessed with like money? Why is our culture just like, man, if I could just get rich, everything would be fine? I don't think it's the fact that we want to be rich. It's the fact that we want to just be able to do what we want to do. And the system that we have is that if you want to be able to like actually live your life, you have to just have enough money to like pay off your taxes and your house bill and your water bill and all your shit, like without worrying.
I just realized the reason there's no famous poor people is because you have to be rich to be famous.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about that. I think that you can be rich and not famous.
That's why there's no Google results.
You can't be famous without being rich.
Yeah.
There's no famous poor people. There are a lot of rich people who are not famous.
That's true.
Like this guy who owns all these restaurants in my town.
That's true.
Colorado for some reason. Can I expose him? Can I say his name? I'm sure he doesn't even know that I work at this restaurant. His name is Mike Schwartz.
Cool.
He's a cool dude.
Does he have a Wikipedia page?
Probably.
He does not have a Wikipedia page.
Sorry, I guess that's Michael. Oh,
activist, basketball, sociologist. No,
I have to sign up.
There's no restaurateur. There's no restaurant owner on the Wiki. No, he does not have a Wikipedia page.
I'm trying again. I think I spelled his last name wrong. Nope, sure didn't. Okay, well.
Why is it that every fast food place has lines out the wazoo now?
It's because everywhere else is too expensive, and also people don't want to make any food.
I went to McDonald's, and I had to wait for 20 minutes the other day. I made my yearly pilgrimage to McDonald's.
Just once a year?
Just once a year.
Nice.
And I was going to get the BTS meal, but they didn't have it. So
that's so sad.
That is kind of sad.
We live in a society.
But, like, why is everyone ordering from McDonald's now? I don't get it. Why is everyone trying to get their KFC?
I legitimately think that we are on the verge of like an economic recession again. So that'll be really cool when that happens.
Because of the fast food industry?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay.
Well, because everyone who's poor just keeps getting poorer, and everyone who's rich just keeps getting exponentially richer.
Yeah, there's no more stimmy checks to go around.
That's not why. Also, the U.S. is just, like, increasing it. Who are we in debt to?
China. France.
But China has debt.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like collectively somewhere in the world there should be a country that's just not in debt due to just how the system would work, and there's just not.
I think debt just doesn't matter. Country debt just doesn't exist.
That's why I think that we should just forgive all student loan debt.
Yeah, that's true.
And by that, I mean I just really don't want to be $120,000 in debt coming out of college.
Yeah, so...
That's my thoughts.
It's like, yeah, Dad, you could vote for a Republican, but you wouldn't have to pay for college if you voted for a Democrat. Just saying.
See, so the thing about that is that he actually already went and probably has paid off his debt.
Yeah, but he has to pay for my college.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So that kind of sucks for him.
I have to pay for my college.
I'm balling. I'm great.
Shoo! You're up on the court. Shoo!
No, I've never been a ballsman, a basketball man.
I can shoot a basketball like nobody's business. Dribble? Nope. Running? Nope. Dribbling while run? Nope.
Does shooting the basketball also include getting it in the hoop or just shooting it?
Yeah, no, I can get some good threes. I've
some swishies.
Made a few half-court shots in my time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But what about full court?
No. I'm not that strong.
Okay.
Or accurate. Or skilled. Or talented. Or special.
You actually don't play basketball.
I don't. And that's because I could shoot a ball and I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And
that's probably a good reason.
I run.
That's true. What's your favorite architecture?
My favorite architecture?
I don't know.
You mean like style?
I don't know.
Or like architect?
What's your favorite architecture?
It's a great question.
If you had to pick a building, what's your favorite building? Where you're like, that's a cool building.
Dude, I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to have to prepare for this. Probably,
You don't. That's the whole point. We don't prepare for this show.
We don't, but, like, why would I just... I don't know. I don't have a favorite building.
Why not?
I like my house, but it's not my favorite building.
What's your favorite building architecturally?
Falling water is beautiful, and I know that's really stereotypical to say, but, like...
Normie?
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Band kid.
I actually am a band kid.
Such a band kid answer, though.
Will you shut up?
My favorite building is the Sydney Opera House.
Really?
No, I just said that. That was the first building that popped into my head.
You liar. Let's see,
what's that one hotel in North Korea? The big one, you know, the big pyramid hotel?
Dude, I don't remember. Oh, you mean the Bass Pro Pyramid?
No, that's in Las Vegas.
Burj Khalifa's really cool, but
that's the tallest building.
That is the tallest building, dude. When they light it up, I really like modern architecture. If you must know, I really like I delivered to this house yesterday on my shift, and it had possibly like one of the most beautiful houses I think I've ever seen, and the driveway swoops in, and there's like trees on either side, so they can have like the house has like huge glass doors and like a huge section of windows, and then the garage, and there's another huge section of windows. What
kind of car garage is it? Like, is it a 2, 3, 4 car garage? Two? Oh, come on, they're poor.
Which was weird. No, they're not poor because it was open, and they had a Porsche and a Range Rover in it. So I'd assume they're not poor, but you never know. Maybe they're struggling.
Yeah, but they're not rich, so. Not interesting to me.
They are. Okay. It's not Jeff Bezos. He's probably not even bald.
No, they're probably not.
The guy who came out...
Think about how much richer you could be if you were bald.
Why would I want to be bald?
Because you could be like Jeff Bezos.
He's weird.
But he's rich.
Okay.
You could buy a plane.
That's great. What would I do with a plane?
You go places.
But where do I need to go?
I don't know.
I guess if I was rich, probably some sort of business.
Probably somewhere, yeah.
I guess. Anywho, but dude, this house is like gorgeous, and they were really smart because normally, if you have a house with a ton of glass in it, people could just see into your house.
Right.
Like, I don't want that. Why would I want people snooping around? So they have a driveway that has like a canopy of trees over it.
Yeah.
And then their house is made out of glass. So their entire property is just like covered in trees. So you can't actually see the house. But when you pull up the driveway, gorgeous.
There's this one house that I pass. Or no, I don't pass it. But it's by where I drive. And it's this dumbass modern house where they have a million fucking windows in the dumbest places. So there's like a window. And you can see in all the windows too. There's like a window at the very bottom of the floor, and you can see like the leg of their dinner table and nothing else. It's the worst window ever.
I do think that it's cool, but I also agree that it's not functional.
But there's no window, like, if you're sitting at the dinner table, there's no window to look out of. It's either on the floor or too high up where you can't look out. That's so weird.
I mean, like, I love windows, and I love being able to just, like, look out and see things. I got a window right here, and then a window right over there.
I got one right there.
I live at the front of my house, so I can go out and look at the street. It's great.
Yeah.
Great time. The porch right through this wall right here.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. So, that's cool. But
Speaking of
love
windows.
I love big windows.
I'm a big
Windows
fan.
11.
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
I can only really say anything about Windows 11 once it comes out. I think
I'm
for
just
right
excited.
now, all I can say is that it looks like Mac OS but Windows.
Yeah, but I like that.
I don't know how I feel about it. I have to get it in my hands first. My grubby little hands.
My grubby little paws.
My paws. Ooh.
I'm just excited to be able to download Android apps to my Windows 11 device, and I love that in the demo, they used TikTok as the example of the app.
That's true. They did use TikTok.
I just really want to be able to play Clash of Clans on my computer.
I really don't think you'll be doing that, though.
I won't. But I could.
But you could.
And that's what I'm excited about.
Okay. So, speaking of Windows.
Yes.
The Ryugyong Hotel, which is the largest hotel in the world, and it's in North Korea. That is my favorite architecture because it is a building that bankrupted North Korea for a couple decades. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, you mean, okay, yeah.
This hotel. Everyone knows what this hotel looks like.
I'm going to be honest, it's not that cool.
No?
No.
I think it's kind of cool. It's the largest hotel in the world.
The concept is cool, but it looks weird.
It's the only place in North Korea that has capitalism and gambling.
I don't like the top.
It also has 7 restaurants.
It's really cool because the glass just goes up the side so you can see the reflection of what's around it, and then they just stop and they have that dumbass cone at the top.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So this building legitimately bankrupted North Korea for like a decade.
Good. It looks dumb.
The plan to build it was like they were going to build it in like 8 years or something like that. And they were hoping to get investors from outside of North Korea and like not even China or whatever because, China's their big friend. They're big buds. They were hoping to get like Western investment for some reason. I don't know how they thought they were going to get Western investment, but they thought they were. And they didn't. And they wanted to keep building the hotel, because all of their people that live in the country are too poor to live there. But they wanted to keep building it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. And they did not hit their original deadline for when the building was supposed to be finished. So they started spending more to get it done faster. And year after year, they ended up spending 2% of their entire country's GDP on this hotel.
Holy shit.
Imagine if the U.S. spent 2% of its GDP for like a decade building one hotel.
That would have to be a really cool hotel.
And then also the hotel...
a little more than North Korea's.
And then imagine if that hotel constantly lost power and it didn't make money. And that's the Ryugyong Hotel in Pyongyang. So very excited to go there.
Very excited to go
very
there.
soon, actually. Later this year.
Kim.
Yeah, September. We're flying out to North Korea. We're actually doing an episode with Kim Jong-un. We haven't announced this yet, but yeah, we're very excited for it.
Yep. I mean, I was unaware of it until right now.
He's actually a big fan of the show, is what I've heard.
He actually is. Most of our viewers are actually from Ukraine.
That is true.
And North Korea.
They're actually big fans
fact,
of the show. We're actually the only Western media that the people of North Korea are allowed to watch.
This is true.
This is true.
One building is actually really cool. I'm excited that I get to go there.
Yeah.
The architecture, like school, like Knowlton Hall at OSU, is actually like really, really cool.
Knowlton Hall?
It's called Knowlton Hall.
Here, Knowlton Hall. I have to look this up.
There's a big hole in the ceiling by the entrance that has like vines that grow down through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of sick.
Wait, how do you spell it? Is it Knowlton, like Know?
Yeah.
Okay. Knowlton Hall. No, not maps. Images.
And it also this is my favorite picture. Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
I got it in my grubby little hands. Oh, that is kind of a cool building.
It's kind of neat.
Oh, that reminds me of like the art museum, like when they built the giant extension. You know what I'm talking about?
Cleveland
cool. Museum of Art.
Yeah, I do.
That is a cool building, actually.
It's really neat. Anyway, so I'm excited to go there. That'll be cool. I did have to push back my studio class, though, so that I could take freaking math, and I'm a little upset about it, but that's okay.
Your studio class?
Yeah.
What is studio?
That's like when you actually get to go to like an art studio and like build stuff. And,
okay.
Like actually make physical manifestations of your drawings. And that type of thing. So I push that back the next semester. Kind of sad.
Be one of those like art students that's like made to turn in an idea for like a memorial or something and then actually just get it.
Fun fact, on our trip when we had our 8th grade like trip to DC, we had a competition that it was a monument competition. So you had to come up with the history for this monument, and you had to make a monument, and you had to construct like a model.
Yeah.
And then like come up with a backstory and explain why it was important. And everyone was like, well, we should do an end childhood hunger monument or a end school shooting monument. Both of which are great ideas. But the only issue was that literally everyone did that.
Yeah.
And my group was like, we should make a monument to the Wright brothers. And we won.
So.
And it was a cool monument. I made the whole model.
What was it physically?
I did not make the whole model. My group made the model.
What was the model, though?
It was... You want me to reconstruct it for you?
Just give us a visual idea.
It was sort of akin to like the Lincoln Memorial with like pillars in the front, and then it like came around the sides, and then there was a statue stemming off the front of like the Wright brothers.
Okay, sure.
And they had gardens, and there was a fountain.
That's cool.
Pretty darn cool.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah.
I always think of that
Rasmus.
One story. I forget what monument it is in DC. I think it's the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
What's the one with the wall where it just goes down?
Vietnam.
Yeah, that's Vietnam. It was an art student who turned that in as a submission for a class project, and she ended up getting a C on for her grade for that project. But then became
they were like,
the monument.
We'd like to turn that into a monument.
Yeah, that's a good monument. We'll do it. Which I always think is kind of funny.
They're having more Trump rallies.
Yeah. And it's actually close to us. We could go to it. Wait, is that today? Is it today?
I don't know. I just see the one on my news page is the one about Georgia.
There's one in Ohio, soon. Trump rally.
I don't
it's in Wellington. It's in Wellington.
Dude, I don't know where that is. I don't want to go.
I think it was yesterday. Oh,
thank God. Dude, I don't want to go.
We should have gone to Wellington, Ohio. Can you?
Why would we?
Can you tell me where Wellington, Ohio is, Henry?
I got no bloody clue.
I can tell you that it is southwest of Cleveland. It's literally middle of nowhere.
Here we go to the maps.
To the Google Maps.
Oh, dude, they got a Danelle's Pizza in there. Oh, shoot. Well, they didn't cover that.
It's just in the middle of nowhere.
There's a Domino's and a Burger King.
No one's ever been to Wellington, Ohio
And a Tractor
before
Supply.
this Trump rally. Isn't that awesome, though?
It's like west of us.
Yeah, I said southwest of Cleveland.
Sorry. It's not... Well, of Cleveland. I guess, actually, yeah, you live more in Cleveland than I do.
Yep.
It's pretty much just west for me.
It is pretty much just west. Generally more west than it is south.
Oh, yeah. No, never mind. I guess it is really...
We should have gone to that, though.
No, that's okay.
I saw a story on the news, or not a story, but they just did a segment on the Trump rally or whatever, and they were
That's
talking
so
to
sad. I'm sorry to
people who were going to go to the Trump rally, and this dude who's like, you know, I don't know how old, like 65 or some shit. He's like, yeah, I've been to 34 Trump rallies. Looking forward to this one. It's going to be pretty fun. It's like...
What do you mean fun?
I don't know how Trump rallies can be that fun to where you need to go to 34 of them. Because that
Dude,
means he went to some outside of Ohio, the state in which he lives.
Yeah.
Which is, like, kind of ridiculous.
Maybe we should move.
Maybe we
I don't
should
really
get out of here.
I like it here, and I like where I live, but like the general majority of Ohio and what people are going to associate me with when I say that I'm from Ohio is not necessarily positive.
People just think Logan Paul.
I don't think
and I
that
don't
they
like
do.
that. No, people do think that.
I think that they think cornfields and
They
like,
do think cornfields.
and like Republican farmers, and then Logan Paul.
And then Logan Paul. It's the third thing.
That's the third thing.
That is legitimately like the biggest thing that's happened in the news regarding someone who's from Ohio in like a long time. Like maybe ever. Which is unfortunate.
It's really sad to think that Logan Paul might be one of the most famous people from Ohio.
There are some famous people from Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, you and I are from Ohio.
That's true.
So there's that.
There's
I mean, we're pretty famous.
some of the people on the band, the Black Keys, they're from Ohio.
That is a good band.
There's Drew Carey and Paul Newman.
Yeah, but they stink, so.
Oh, hey, Wikipedia has a page. People from Ohio. Do you think Jake Paul is on here? Wait a minute.
Probably.
There's no way they don't have a
You know, you can
Wikipedia
just
page.
Control F his name, right?
I'm on my phone. I can't control F his name.
It's sad.
Oh, criminals from Ohio. Ooh.
There he is, Jake Paul.
I don't know any of these criminals.
Wait, what?
What?
John Legend is from Ohio.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know that.
Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses.
He's from Springfield? This hottie?
If people didn't know we were talking about Ohio, there's a Springfield in every state.
Yeah, there is.
You wouldn't know where Springfield is. You have to specify the state.
Kid Cudi's also from Ohio. Where's he
Kid
from?
Cudi's from Ohio?
He's from Cleveland! Dude,
He's
how did I
from
not know
Cleveland? I didn't know that. I love Kid Cudi.
that? Dude, who doesn't? Kid Cudi's
I love that one album he did.
Fuck, Thomas Edison's from Ohio. I don't really
I
like
don't
him.
even know Kid Cudi's albums.
Thomas Edison was like actually just kind of an ass.
No, he wasn't. What?
Yeah.
How?
He just like sort of stole all of Nikola Tesla's ideas.
That's
And it
not
was like,
true.
Yeah, not all of them, but like you know.
Nikola Tesla just did it second. He's the light bulb guy.
He is the light bulb
He
guy.
had to
I
have
do-
come up with all of his ideas because after he made the light bulb, then he just like put it over his head and he came up with new ideas.
Right.
That's how that works. I've done it before.
Oh, really? Come up with
Yeah.
an idea right now.
I'm gonna make an album titled "Man on the Moon: The End of the Day," and then my rapper name is gonna be Kid Cudi.
Didn't you already release that?
No.
Okay. List of people from Ohio. Jake Paul. There he is.
There he is.
It
was Logan who was in the Mayweather fight, right?
Oh, I forgot that Rob Lowe is from Ohio as well.
Rob, like Mr. Lowe of Lowe's Depot store?
No.
Rival of Home Depot?
He's an actor. You'd probably recognize him if you saw him. Do we have any other famous people from
Who's
Ohio?
Mr. Lowe, though? Who's the guy who made Lowe's? Guy who made Lowe's. Right?
Are there any famous people from Chagrin? Let's see.
I don't know.
There are a few famous people from Chagrin. Look at that. Douglas Kenny. He co-founded National Lampoon, the magazine.
National Lampoon.
Oh, I forgot that Bill Watterson is from Ohio. He's cool.
Who the heck is Bill Watterson? You're just naming people that I've never heard of.
What? No, you've heard of Calvin and Hobbes, right?
I heard of it.
Do you know what it is? Like the comic?
No.
Really? The tiger and the dude? Calvin and Hobbes? The little boy and his...
The tiger and the dude?
The little blonde kid. That's Calvin and his tiger, Hobbes.
Wait. If it is what I think it is, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that's Bill Watterson. He's from where I'm
Wait,
from.
hold on. Calvin... Hold on. Is it what I think it is? Calvin and Hobbes? Is this what this is? Hold on. I have to look this up.
I know what it is.
It is what I think it is.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I follow at John_boys on Twitter, who's awesome. He's a sports writer. And I follow him on Twitter, and his profile picture is the tiger from Calvin and Hobbes.
That's Hobbes. That's the tiger.
Hobbes. His profile picture is Hobbes on Twitter.
Let's see.
Everyone should follow at John_boys on Twitter, by the way. Everyone. He's amazing. He wrote...
Literally every single person.
Literally every single person. John Boyes wrote 17776, which is one of my favorite stories ever. So, there you go.
I like that it doesn't say where Logan and Jake are from.
They're from Akron.
Nah, that's okay.
What do you mean, nah?
Dude, Logan Paul has a podcast and it's called Impulsive.
Impulsive, I know.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I'm only upset because it's actually like a pretty good name.
That and they're, I think, in the top 10 on Apple's like charts for podcasts.
Okay, Jake Paul's worth $11.5 million and Logan Paul is worth...
Why are you stuck on these guys?
You brought him up.
Can we not bring them up anymore?
Sure. I'd actually be really interested to have a legitimate conversation with him.
I would too. There's that one Shane Dawson documentary about him, about Jake Paul being a psychopath. Or not a psychopath, a sociopath.
Sociopath.
Which I thought was funny. Because the whole thing was Shane just being like, wait, he manipulates people. That's kind of weird.
Everybody does that.
And it's also made like so dramatically too.
He likes to get his way.
This is crazy. He makes, you're not going to believe this, he makes clothes and his audience is kids, so he tries to market clothes to kids. He's like basically the devil, essentially.
He's a pedophile. Clothes for kids?
For kids?
You want to know when you...
Mommy's credit card? That's what that's going to.
That too. He's like, alright guys, today's video, we're going to do a challenge. To win this challenge, if you win this challenge, I'll subscribe to your personal YouTube channel.
No way.
The challenge is... What is your parents' credit card number? 3 numbers on the back and the expiration date. If you can list all 3 of those things in the comments below, I'll subscribe to you. Quote
That's
Jake
good.
Paul.
We should do that. Hey, everyone listening to this,
no.
on the YouTube,
no.
Put your credit card number, the 3
numbers on the back and the expiration date. But also don't do that.
And, while you're at it, maybe the card holder name, just in case.
Like your bank? Or you mean like...
No, the name on the card.
Okay. I'm going to put a false name for mine.
Okay.
It's going to be Johnson Johnson.
Gus
Johnson. It'll be Gus Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson.
He's funny.
Do you think there were two Johnsons?
Yes.
In the Johnson and Johnson company.
We discussed this yesterday when we talked about Howard Hanna.
No, we didn't.
Which I've always pronounced Howard Hanna, but I'm just going to say Howard Hanna now because I don't want you to think that I'm weird.
We didn't talk about Johnson and Johnson yesterday.
No, we talked about Howard Hanna, though.
No, we did. They have a Pride Month logo.
They do, which is great for them.
Which is important to mention because it's Pride Month.
I was talking about how they're obviously two separate people, but I think Johnson & Johnson is also two separate people.
I think it is. I think they're both named Johnson, probably. Shout out Howard Hanna, the real estate company.
Yeah, we got Robert Wood Johnson and Edward Mead Johnson.
Are they brothers? Mead? Hold on, his middle name is Mead?
M-E-A-D, Mead.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Do you think during Pride Month when they sell a house and they put a sold sign on the sign, do you think the sold sign is gay too? Because it's Pride Month?
That's not something that I ever thought that I would be asked, ever, actually. I don't believe that they do, no.
Why not, though?
I don't know. I think it would be cool. I would like to have a Pride Month sign.
When you buy a house.
100% unironically, I would love to have a Pride Month sold sign in my house. Just because I think it would be cool.
Wait, that's actually such a funny idea, just to have a sold sign in your house at all times. It's just always sold.
Dude, when we had curbside ordering during COVID, and obviously COVID is still going on, but Chick-fil-A is opening up again. So my lead was like, hey, do you want any of the signs for the parking spots? So I just have a sign for number 17. It's in my garage.
That's awesome. Was there a 69 one?
No. There was nine was left, but 6 was not. So I was like, all right. I got 17 because it's my lucky number.
Sure. That's a prime number.
Well, that's not why. It's a very complicated story.
Numbers are better if they're prime.
That is true.
This is a known fact in the math community.
But when I decided that this was my lucky number, I didn't even know what a prime number was. So that was more of an afterthought. But when I was in the first grade, I was new to my school. This is my first year at the school. So, I'm trying to make friends, trying to fit in, whatnot. There's this kid, Derek. Really nice kid. Haven't talked to him in a little while. Man. Hope he's doing well. And when I mean a little while, I mean I was in first grade 11 years ago. So it's been probably 10 years. I think I've seen him once since then. Maybe it was more recent. It was 5th grade. So 7 years.
That's a lot more recently.
Yeah, but that's still a long time.
Okay.
Anywho. So this kid, Derek, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, and we were talking for a while. We'd sort of become friends. He's like, what? What's your lucky number? I was like, well, you go first. He was like, mine's 17. I was like, oh my God, no way, me too.
No way.
And just because I wanted to be oh my God, we have the same lucky number. That's meant that we're
Wait, so you just stole his lucky number?
Yep.
What the fuck?
It's been working out for me ever since.
Wow.
My actual lucky number is 27. What a fucking thief. But my lucky number is 17.
How'd you get 27 then?
That's just the number that always came to my mind first if someone said, think of a random number.
Oh, okay.
And I've had it as a number in sports.
What if they say between 1 and 10, though?
7. Anything that ends in a 7.
But that's so, white girl bitch basic, you know what I mean? Everyone picks... 7 is the lucky number. It's not your lucky number.
Okay, sorry. Excuse me. God forbid. Well, I don't want to be one of those basic bitches who picks their birthday as their lucky number. 28?
That is stupid, actually.
That's not lucky. That's when I was born. That was the worst day of my life.
Technically, yeah.
Just kidding.
If you think about it, you didn't ask to be brought into this suffering.
That is true.
I'm going to become an anti-natalist.
Don't do that.
I don't think we should birth babies.
What should we birth then?
Not babies. They haven't given consent to be brought into a world of suffering, Henry.
Oh my god.
Why should we birth them?
Why don't we just make the world better?
I think even if the world is better, then
just wasn't that bad.
To grow, you have to suffer. You can't stop teeth growing in. That shit sucks.
Man, you really are just getting deep here.
If we can't ask the babies for their consent to be brought into this world, then they shouldn't be brought into this world, Henry.
Okay.
So the other day, I saw this ad. This is actually something I do want to talk about. Spotify, a good service, a wonderful service, actually, that I love to use. I don't think I've
ever used Spotify. Anywho, go ahead.
So
that's a blatant lie. But
Spotify, this wonderful service that I use all the time. I love Spotify. Spotify's great. The other day I was thinking to myself, I use Spotify in my car, obviously, when I'm driving. I listen to music. The podcast is great, right? The problem is, okay, and there's a solution to this problem, but the problem is I'm driving. I can't pick up my phone while I'm driving.
Right, you would never do that.
I would never do that.
Not even once, probably.
That's just ridiculous. So it's annoying when, maybe I want to switch to a different playlist, or maybe I want to go to a different podcast, and I have to, because I can't pick up my phone. That's illegal. I can't do that.
Are you talking about the Spotify car thing? Which is actually what it's called.
The actual first solution is get a phone clip so you don't have to pick, just something to put on the vent or whatever, which I do actually want to do. But then I saw the ad for the Spotify car thing, and I was like,
actually what it's called.
Genius. That's awesome.
And I said, what?
And I signed up for it immediately.
Did you really?
You can't actually buy it right now. You have to put your name on a list. And if they pick your name, all you have to do is pay for shipping. You don't have to pay for the product. You just pay for shipping.
Put me on the list.
And I am already on the list, actually. But I think it's legitimately a cool product. Like, unironically.
I would agree with you.
Because it is just like your phone, but better. And look,
that is true.
This product, obviously it's not for people who have newer cars, because they just kind of have that shit built in already.
They do.
But my car is older. My music player on my car sucks so much ass that it's crazy. It's so terrible.
I was very disappointed to find out that my car does not have Apple CarPlay.
Mine doesn't either.
And it's like a new car. I have like a 2017 car.
Yeah, it is actually quite surprising. But my music player in my car is so terrible. It's awful. It gives you so little information, and there's so much space on the screen. It's like, why would you not just put more information on it? You know what I get? I get the name of the song. I get the band that made the song, and that's it. That's all the information I get. And then there's like the skip and pause buttons and whatever. It's like, really? I can't get how far along I am in the song. I can't get how long the song is. I can't get like the album of the song. I can't get like the album art of the song. I can't get where it is, like what position it is in the playlist or album that I'm listening to. Come on. That's just basic stuff that I should have.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
What's up with that?
That's so stupid, bro. You kidding me? Dog water, man. But then Spotify answered my prayers. They said, here it is.
On the list. I'm on the list.
Car thing, which is a brilliant name, I think. Because let's be real.
I agree.
Spotify doesn't know what the fuck it is. No one knows what the fuck it is. It's just the car thing. So.
No, I really appreciate that it's called the car thing. I do
too. I actually really like it. But for those who haven't seen the Spotify car thing, it is literally just it's just if you clipped your phone to a vent, but it's like a little bit bigger than your phone, and it has like a dial and stuff.
It's like
it's just
like
Spotify.
A screen with like a dial, and it has a button.
It's just Spotify, which isn't that revolutionary of an idea, but I still think it's cool, and I want one because it's new.
So the car thing retail price is
And I want one for free because when it's not free, it will be $80 and I won't buy it.
It's going to be $7 for shipping and handling. Do you think you can afford
mine's
that?
$6.
Well, it's $6.99, which is $7.
Mine was $6 flat when I checked.
Oh, well, I'm looking at it right now.
That's unfortunate that it went up in price.
By 99 cents?
By 99 cents.
Dude, I like that on their website. It's like, car thing is available at no cost for a limited time except shipping.
Except
and then it says, it has like the dot, where except shipping. So it says, car thing, anticipated retail price, $79.99. Spotify discount, minus $79.99. Shipping and handling, $6.99. Order total, $6.99. And I'm like, wow, what a deal.
What a deal. Unironically, what a deal.
Unironically, yes.
I don't know. I just thought this was such like a random thing that Spotify
that
decided
sucks.
to do.
If you live in Alaska or Hawaii, it's actually going to be $14.99. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
That's so tough. Oh, that's horrible. Wow.
Yeah.
You've already signed up to get a car thing? Check your emails for confirmation. Thank you? Oh my gosh.
The email sends in like 20 minutes. It's really slow.
I actually already got it. Like, I clicked the button and I did shut it on my phone, like, almost immediately. Not to rub it in or anything.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course. Cheeks. And with that, we move on.
It's not the end yet. Stick around. Hey, you know what? This is the intermission point. If you want to go grab a snack, if you got to go to the bathroom, actually, you could still listen.
This is not the intermission.
This is the intermission.
We're halfway through. In the middle.
Yeah, we're halfway through.
Dude, I cannot record this for another hour and 2 minutes. The fuck?
This is the intermission. Go grab a snack. Put your popcorn on. We'll wait.
I appreciate the fact that Spotify knows that not everyone just has like a new car.
Yeah.
Because like when they show it in like pictures,
that's the whole point of the product, I think.
Yeah. No, but like I appreciate that because cars are freaking expensive, dude.
That's true. You know what isn't expensive?
This could be anything.
You say a thing, and then we start talking about it.
Oh, we do. What isn't expensive?
Yeah.
Well, houses.
That's more expensive.
Those are more expensive.
You know what isn't expensive? The $1 houses on the outskirts of Detroit. Can we clap it up for that, ladies and gentlemen?
That's not a thing.
That is a thing. $1 houses in Detroit. I think it's Detroit, or maybe it's Chicago. It's one of those. It might be both of them, to be perfectly honest with you. But there are $1 houses there. Isn't that crazy?
I don't think it's in Detroit.
No. But there's the whole meme, like, dudes can't have shit in Detroit. You know?
So that was a minimum of $1? Never mind.
Yeah.
Dude, why are things
Those are very low-end houses. They're just houses that have nothing in them. Like, they've been completely gutted, and they're worn down.
Dude, so I'd buy... for $1, that's 100% worth it. Are you kidding?
Henry, the houses are half torn apart.
That's fine. Building a foundation of a house alone is like thousands of dollars. If I could just get the whole thing for $1...
You're also in the middle of a bunch of other houses that are shit. Your property value will be so
Jackson,
low.
I would have to work for 10 minutes to buy that house.
Your property
10 minutes.
Your property
I could find
value
enough
will
change
be so
on the street
low
to buy this house.
It's not a good investment.
Well, no, it's not. But like, if
it's $1,
that's like a throwaway dollar. Why would you buy a house for? There's no way I'd live in a house that was worth $1.
Then why would you buy it?
I could buy a box at Home Depot, and that's like more than $1.
Those are free.
No, they're not. What?
Yeah, they are. You get boxes for free. Because they just have so much spare cardboard that you just ask for it and they give you free boxes. This is not fake. There's no way. I have to Google this.
Okay. Whenever I go to Home Depot, the boxes are for sale.
Or maybe that's Target. Or maybe it's just both.
Maybe it's...
Oh, no, they
me.
do make you pay for them.
Yeah, what? Oh, it sells vacant residential lots.
Oh, sometimes they have free boxes. Sometimes they do.
Okay, it's actually, it's not a house. You could buy a vacant lot for $1.
There's also that. You could buy
Chicago.
a vacant lot in Chicago. And I mean, land is hard to come by in Chicago. So that's actually quite a deal.
That is a deal.
That's actually quite a steal. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe getting insurance on that will be a little difficult, but...
One of the options is Mozart Street. I would love to live on Mozart Street.
I don't think you would. Can we Google Maps Mozart Street right now and see what it looks like?
Well, dude, it's filled with vacant lots.
So I guess we don't really need to Google it.
It probably looks like this.
Know what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably looks like nothing. How do I avoid looking stupid when I yawn?
What do you mean?
Like, you ever just yawn and then you feel like you look dumb because your whole face is, like, stretched out?
No.
No? Just a me thing? All right, cool.
I fake yawn to avoid laughing sometimes. If you ever are gonna burst out laughing and you're in a setting where that would not be appropriate, you can just yawn. Yeah. No, it works because it's like, you know?
That was it?
That was a bad example, but yeah.
I
unironically do this all the time. Yeah. That's my yawn.
I guess there's a little bit more lift movement. You were like,
It was very exaggerated, okay?
You looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger telling everyone to get to the chopper.
In a
It's like, get to the chopper! You look like that.
Look, in a real setting where I'm not trying to laugh, it looks more believable.
Okay.
And I know because people have said, "Are you tired?" to me after I did that. And I was like, yeah.
I'm like, sure am. Tired of being so slick.
I definitely wasn't trying to hide my laugh. This is actually such a life hack. It is insane. It's a life hack that works.
See? That was a real yawn.
No, I'm gonna yawn. That was a real yawn. Volunteers for Israel. Clap it up for Volunteers for Israel.
I got this hat at Goodwill for $3, and I just thought it was funny.
Why did you buy it?
I thought it was funny.
Why is it funny?
Well, it's only funny because if people are like, how do you feel about the Israel-Palestine conflict? I can just be like...
Do people ask you that often?
More than you would expect.
Okay, sure. Do you have that hat on you often enough to wear...
No, and I also don't have a stance. So if I put Volunteers for Israel, I don't actually believe that Israel should get the land or that Palestine should get the land. They should just split. Just get along, Jesus. It's just Israel.
I think they should fight over it with guns.
They've been doing that for a while. Like a really long time.
Like a long time. And ever since the days of Jesus.
Guess who's actually winning?
Who's winning?
No one. Everyone is losing.
Yeah. So that kind of sucks.
But you know what they say.
If there were a time for Jesus to come back, it would be now. It would be now.
It would be now.
He can solve the conflict.
Could he just kind of show up real quick?
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I'd be down for Jesus to show up.
He can come on the podcast?
He can come on the podcast, yeah. So
why am I yawning?
Yeah, you were talking a lot about this whole God thing, a couple thousand years ago. What's up with
Jesus,
that?
Can you do me a favor? I have some water here. You want to maybe just...
Make that into wine real quick?
Just to prove,
No.
Have
you seen that one Eric Andre skit where it's like...
I love Eric Andre.
There's that one Eric Andre skit where he's an agnostic preacher on the side of the street. It's so funny. It's a good skit.
I'll watch it after.
Skit. Yeah.
But for right now, watch out.
I'm not really scared.
Well, yeah, that's because there's no bullets in here.
For
But
the
if there
audio
was,
listeners, Henry has a real gun in his hands.
It's a Nerf gun.
It's a real gun.
Real.
I feel threatened. We're going to get demonetized. We're going to make no money on this episode.
That's
For
true.
graphic and violent content.
We actually do make thousands of dollars on every episode that we film due to our sponsorship deal with today's sponsor, The Gun.
Smith & Wesson?
Who is that?
That's a gun company.
Oh, that's cool. See, actually,
Yeah.
I knew that because I know a lot about guns. This is actually a rival from Nerf.
No, that's a real gun, Henry.
It is. It is a XX100 rival.
Henry, put down your shotgun. We can't show that on the podcast, Henry. I know you're trying to look cool. You got your God complex, but
Dude,
now's not the time.
Dude, these things hurt.
Do they?
They do. Like, when we were, like, younger, like, kids, they made Nerf guns, you know, they had, like, the little, like, dinky blue bullets with, like, the orange tip. And, like, if you got hit with one, you'd be like, oh, I got hit. But you weren't like, ah!
Yeah.
This thing has, like, such a freaking strong spring in it. Like, if you shot someone with close distance with that gun, I think it would probably leave a welt.
Do you ever put, you know those tacks that you put into, like, a corkboard thing that you hang on the wall or whatever?
Nope, don't, no.
You ever put those inside of the Nerf bullets?
No.
Or was that just me?
You did that?
I didn't do that, but my friends did it.
And did they shoot them at people or hopefully, like, the wall instead?
They shot them at the wall.
Okay, cool.
And I think once a person.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I don't actually like being shot with
We would hang
tacks.
out with this kid who was younger than us. Me and my friend and his brother. They had a friend who lived down the street from them. Like, actually, like,
street.
5 houses over or whatever. Who was, like, significantly older than us. We were, like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10. And this kid was probably, like, 7 or 8. So I guess not significantly younger than us, but younger than us. And we would just terrorize him.
Oh.
But then
By
we would
shooting-
play
by
Minecraft,
shooting
so it's
tacks
all
at him?
good. By shooting
And then it
Nerf
was
darts
fine.
with tacks in them. And then it was
That's
fine. We
cool.
played Minecraft. It was all chill. Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, we should start a modded server and we're going to stream. It'll be fun.
We should.
There are, like, some great Minecraft mods out there, honestly.
Minecraft gun mod.
Nope. Not the gun mod.
Why not?
Because that's violent. Kind of scary.
Minecraft's a violent game, though, if you think
No, it's
about it.
not.
It's a horror game. When nighttime comes, there's zombies and skeletons.
Let me tell you, dude, ever played Minecraft
You've never
with
been
shaders?
scared by a creeper once?
No,
You're lying.
I got killed by a creeper in my world. I was very upset about it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen... So I got shaders now.
Yeah.
Which is great, but also spiders' eyes, they just glow. So,
They
like,
just
I'll be
glow.
looking across a field and all of a sudden you see... You know? Terrifying.
Yeah.
That could be the thumbnail for this video.
You know what else is terrifying? The end of this episode
I
of
was
the
going to say that, and I
podcast.
didn't know if you were going to, so I just let you finish it. I actually haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm going to go do that.
What? Why would you not do that?
I woke up at like 9:30, and then my mom talked to me about the grad party, and then it was like 9:58, and I was like, well, I got to go.
Okay.
So now I'm here.
And now we have to go.
Now we have to go.
It's the end of the podcast.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll probably talk to you later.
I'll probably talk to you later.
Cool. But viewers, not you.
Not you.
Next
Well,
week.
actually, we'll be
maybe.
here next week. Yeah.
Which is later in time, I guess.
Yeah. Much later.
So everyone, you're doing the outro.
Yeah. All right.
That was it?
That's it. We're
Yep.
just going to end it there.
I see ya.